For our marriage, Dan takes care of the outside stuff. Well, not the flowers, but everything else. The cooking, because he loves it so very much and I don't. And the dogs. So for these last 9 days that he's been gone, I have been the one to get up to take the dogs out to the bathroom in the middle of the night and to leave work to go home to let them out before connections or youth group or whatever might have to happen. Dan does all the walks, all the medicine. I mean, sometimes I feed them dinner. I play with them a lot more, but Dan does all the big stuff. So this morning, I took the dogs out and it was cold and the ground was frosted. And for some reason, I looked to the sky. And even though we've lived here 5, going on 6 years, I still marvel that even though we live in town, in the dark of night or even at dusk, you can look up and see the stars. Right? As a big city girl who's lived in Erie and in Nashville and Atlanta, being in a city and being able to see the stars has always been a marvel to me. It used to be that we intentionally went camping or to places far away to see the stars. And here, at 4 o'clock in the morning, I can look out in my own backyard, even with the spotlight glowing, and I can see the vastness of God. It just is amazing. And so this morning, even though for 8, 9 other mornings I've just looked at the dogs and grumbled that I'm up that early, today I just marveled. I marveled at the stars glistening overhead and how far away they are and how big that means the universe is and how small me and my problems and even my joys really are in the vastness of this world, this universe that God has created. In the devotion that Dan and I have been using, there was this really great line that I want to add to, that I want to share. There is something about the beauty and the vastness of the heavens, the stars, the glory, that remind us of just how small we really are. But, more importantly, just how big and awesome the God who created every one of the countless galaxies, stars, planets, moons, creatures, and people really and truly is. So, whether you live in town or you live out in the country, whether you're up in the middle of the night or early in the morning with dogs or people or children or whatever it is, look up, marvel. Whether it's the leaves falling in the daylight or the stars at night, take a second to just bask in the gloriousness that is our God and all that our God has created. That's the challenge for this week. To just remember how small you are and yet how important you are in all of this majesty that God has created. Amen.